Educators already use Brisk to give personalized feedback. Now you can do it for your whole class at once. That's exactly what batch feedback does. It takes everything you love about Brisk's feedback tools and expands it to multiple student submissions simultaneously. Let's check it out. To access batch grading, what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on the Brisk extension. From there, I'm next going to select the house to go directly to Brisk Next. Once we're at Brisk Next, we'll see batch feedback right at the top. When I click batch feedback, you're going to see you can go ahead and get started by importing student work. When we click the button, you're going to see two options. I can import from my Google Drive and also from Google Classroom. I'm going to select from my Google Drive, and then once here, I can select the folder of student essays I want to work within. Now, once I'm here, I'm going to be able to see a list view as well, and now I'm just going to select all of the student essays to be included, and then I'll be able to select my feedback type. All right, I've highlighted all the student essays, and now I'm just going to click select, and from here you can see I can always add other files, or I can remove a file that I might want to remove. Next, we're going to go ahead and select our class. So you can always add a new class, or in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select ELA, and then I'm going to enter my assignment name. Next, we can choose our feedback style. From here, you can select from Glows and Grows, Next Steps, or Rubric Criteria. I'm going to go ahead for this example and use Glows and Grows. Now we're ready to add a feedback focus. I can go ahead and enter that. Notice that I can also include a rubric, I can adjust grade level, I can add standards, I can even translate. Now we're just going to go ahead and click Create Assignment. Now right now this shows that this is in progress. That means that Brisk is taking its time, it's reading through all of the student essays and applying Glow and Grow feedback. Remember, everything in Brisk is fully customizable. We always encourage educators to read all of the feedback that Brisk provides, go in and customize it, make it your own. We can now see that the feedback is completed, so let's check it out. Now, as we look at submissions, I can go ahead and open these. Once I open, you're going to see the student essay, but I'm also going to see a summary of the feedback. You can go on down and you can read through the glows, you can read through the grows, and also the wondering. What I appreciate most is that educators can go in and you can edit and customize any of the feedback. So anything you want to remove, add in, keep in mind this is yours to customize for your own unique students. Once we're really happy with the feedback, we can choose to insert the feedback, and that's going to insert right into the student essay. And from there, I can then click Approve Feedback. Keep in mind, students cannot see any of the feedback until it's accepted by you and also shared with the students. So here I'm going to click Approve Feedback, and now the student will be able to view this because this is a document the student shared with me in my Google Drive. I went ahead and reviewed all of the feedback for each of my students. I then went through and inserted the feedback and approved it so that they can now access the feedback. Also know that if you click these three dots, you can always open the Google Doc or you can delete any submissions here too. At the top of your page, you also have options to add more submissions, download the CSV, or delete an assignment altogether. You can also go up and click Edit Focus. By editing the focus though, it will rerun all feedback for the assignment. So just keep that in mind, but it's nice to have that accessible if you need to make changes. Now let's use batch feedback with student submissions from Google Classroom. We're going to go over and click Batch Feedback, and on this screen you will see that anytime I've run batch feedback, you're going to see that down here below. But in this case, I'm going to go to Import Student Work. I can now select from Google Classroom. I can select my class, also the assignment, and then I'm going to select submissions. Now, all of these student essays will show if they've been turned in, and all I need to do is go through and click the ones I want to use. I can also go to Select All. From here, I'm now going to choose Feedback Style. I'm going to highlight all of the student essays to include. Then I'm going to select Next Steps. Now from here, I can always enter my focus for my prompt. Remember, you can make any adjustments you want to do and then just click Create Assignment. Brisk is now in progress, and what we'll be able to see here is all of the feedback will be generated. And just like before, as the educator, we want to go through, we want to read, edit, customize. We can always edit the focus. And then remember, in order for students to receive the feedback, we do need to insert, we do need to approve it, and of course, share it back. Now you will notice some differences from when I uploaded submissions from Google Drive. Now that I'm using Google Classroom, I do have a little bit more information about my students. Just like before, I can go ahead and open any of these. I can read through any of the feedback here, and of course, customize however I'd like. We still want to be able to put our eyes on everything and add in a touch of our own feedback. Now from here, I can go ahead and insert feedback. And of course, I can now select Approve Feedback. Returning to my batch feedback page, you'll see here that I do have my class. Right here is that assignment I just was using. And if I reopen it, you'll be able to see exactly where I left off. Within here, I can move on through all of the assignments, reading, customizing, inserting feedback, and approving it whenever it's ready. This ensures my students receive timely and comprehensive feedback. Both students and educators benefit from batch feedback. We're excited for you to dive in and let us know how it goes.